Hi everybody, welcome to Chris's Kitchen, and today we're going to be cooking something that's very special and cool to me. East Coast Philadelphia cheesesteaks right here on our very own grill. Come take a look at what we have today. We have these frozen steaks available at your local grocer, and these are good old steakums. For those of you who grew up eating steakums, that's what these are. So I'm doing a hybrid. A lot more fat in these, as you can see, versus the steakums. So you get a mix of the fat and the meat. Gotta have a nice big helping of thick cut. I like my onions thick cut, and same thing with the green peppers. Here's the griddle. The griddle's hot. All we're gonna do is fire up a little bit of oil on top of the grill, just to give it a little bit of cooking power. Let's get these things on the grill. This is Chris's Kitchen, East Coast Philadelphia cheesesteaks. Come on. Get these cheesesteaks going. Come on in here, wifey. We're gonna take these. I have a little bit of organic extra virgin olive on the griddle. And by the way, if you don't have a griddle like this, you can use a larger fryer slash saucepan, or not saucepan, frying pan to put them in. We have this. So you throw those bad boys on there. These are about 3/4 of the way thawed. I don't want to put them on completely frozen. I like them to be a little bit thawed. Chop these bad boys up. Now you're going to chop these up into fine little pieces once they get melted a little bit more. So if you're having trouble, if you don't have one of these, you can grab one of these, which is one of my favorite tools. Chop this meat up. Look at that. Look at that. So we're going to mix up the two meats because I want the fat from the patties to mix in with the steakums. Nice and good. Now here comes one of my favorite parts. We're going to take all these green peppers, add them on there. Onions there. One more scoop of them. Now, what I do is I like to keep a little bit of these for when I'm done. I take them and put them on top of my sandwich. So we're going to let these cook in here. I'm going to flip these one more time. We're going to keep chopping this up. And we're going to get started on the appetizer. You got to have something to go with the Philadelphia style cheesesteak. When we come back, next segment, we'll be talking about what we're cooking with our cheesesteaks. All right, I'll get that. Appetizer going, or side, should I call it. Let's take a look at what I have in here. Got a good old air fryer. Pick your favorite air fryer, but they all work great. But we're going to have some mini tater tots for our side. And this here, let's take a look over here. We're going to get these going flipping. So I'm going to flip the meat around. You want it cooked to like a nice, you don't want it crunchy, but you can see some of it's browning up there. Still see a little red. So that has a little bit of time to go. Then we're going to take these and give these a good flip. And then the other favorite part of making cheesesteaks, you got to season them up. Season them up with some kosher salt. I like kosher salt. You can use sea salt, but it's definitely a big part of making your cheesesteaks. And then you're going to take some of our favorite black pepper on there. Look at that. Go ahead and get a good shot of that there. We'll come back and we'll show you how to finalize these beautiful Philadelphia East Coast cheesesteaks. We're almost done. As you can see, still a little bit of meat to be cooked in there, but I mixed in all of the green peppers and onions all in one. And we're going to finish this. This is about 2 minutes from being completely done to perfection. Alright, so we're coming up to the final stages. We're going to plate all the food and enjoy our Philadelphia style East Coast cheesesteaks. This is a big part of your Philadelphia style cheesesteak. You gotta have the right kind of cheese. I know that some people put Cheese Whiz on their cheesesteaks. Personally, that's not my thing. Have I had it a million times? I have. But it comes down to it, I prefer white American cheese. This is the fun part. You take your cheese, break it down into like little halves about like that. Just start placing it over the top You can do this any way that you feel, but I like to do it halves. You can chop these up into little tiny pieces, but just take 3 halves of those or so. Let them sit. You like a lot of cheese? Put more cheese. I think it's about maybe 30% cheese, 70% meat, and that will do the trick. So we're gonna let that melt. We'll come back, we'll plate everything up, have our tater tots, a couple more minutes to go on the tater tots, crispy tater tots. I know my kids love those tater tots, don't you boys? All right, so let's get that going. We'll be almost done. Chris's Kitchen, everybody, let's go. Pretty much the most fun part of making a Philadelphia style cheesesteak. Have some good bread. I like a good hearty bread that's pretty thick and has a lot of room for the juices to seep inside of it. It's got to be a hearty, sturdy piece. So you got to have some mayonnaise on your cheesesteak. Okay, you got to put the mayonnaise on the roll. The reason is when you put the meat on here, which we'll show you, it's all going to blend in together with the mayonnaise and the oils and the meats. Please do not let me catch you putting mayonnaise on top of your cheesesteak. You don't put a cheesesteak and squirt mayonnaise on it. You put it on the roll. All right, so here we go. This is the fun part. Let's grab this here. Yowzers. You want to make them super thick? Make them how you want. Both sides. One final shot. Black pepper. Fold it up, let the mayonnaise meet the sandwich, and we'll have a little bit of side tater tots. Get the tater tots up, a little bit of seasoned black pepper on your tots, a little bit of salt. I'm going to set these aside here, and I'm going to show you one of the best things in this cheesesteak. Take a look at this wonderful first perfect bite of a Philadelphia style cheesesteak. Thanks for watching Chris's Kitchen. We'll have more episodes. I'll be doing pizzas, burgers, cheesesteaks. That's what we do here. The cheese melts with the meats, the sauces, the seasoning. I put on salt and pepper, lots of onions. Well done. Thanks for hanging out in my kitchen and our kitchen. See you next time.